there are really just two main risks to a vasectomy. The first one is called a hematoma. This is where blood will pool up inside the scrotum after the vasectomy because some small blood vessel has popped open. Luckily, it's rare and it's not subtle. So if you're not sure if it's happening, it's not happening. But if your scrotum on either side is swelling up the size of a grapefruit, it's hard, it's bruised, that's likely a sign of what's called a hematoma or blood collecting. Now the good news is that bleeding will ultimately stop and that blood puts pressure and rarely leads to anything serious. If it is something that's quite painful and caught within the first 48 hours, very rarely would that lead to a surgery to drain out the blood, which can often speed up your recovery. If the bleeding is more mild or delayed, we typically recommend observation, and all that blood will be reabsorbed by your body over time. If you have any questions, we're of course always available to address that. Over the long term, the only risk we see is something called a post-vasectomy pain syndrome. This is where a man will come back to a urologist and say either or both testicles are achy or hurting ever since the vasectomy and it's never gotten better. Luckily, this occurs in under 1% of men, and if you're one of those unlucky men, there are a variety of ways to help fix it and make the pain go away.